Hi, my name is Attorney Walter Rudolph Hnot III. I'm with Disability Resolution PA, an Orlando, Orange County-based Social Security disability law firm. Now, just to give you a heads up as to who I am in case you're not sure, I have made more Social Security disability tutorial videos for Title II and Title 16 based claims than any other human being, not just attorney, any other human being on earth. More so than likely at this point any other group as well. So let's go ahead and begin with the question. The question is, can a car accident victim more easily get onto Social Security disability? Now, I know a lot of attorneys will state it depends, but this is a big it depends one. And there's also a part 2 to this whole thing, which makes it, frankly, a little bit rougher for those individuals. And people don't realize it, but let me tell you now how it works. An individual who gets into a car accident will basically go through an immediate CDR after they get through their basic documentation. That's your 3368s, your 3373s, your 3369s, all that stuff. So once the initial filing forms and the thereafter DDS forms are completed, they'll be entered into a wait-and-see period, which is probably the opposite of what these guys need, but usually that's what happens unless their injuries are extreme, in my opinion, the very tip of severe to extreme, or frankly terminal. What you need to know is that when they finish the documentation, they put them into a little mini wait period to see how they will improve. Because a lot of these people, they get into a horrible accident, they're in the hospital for, let's say 4 or 5 months. If it's really bad, 2 months, if it's still really bad, a couple of weeks, if it's still pretty bad. After which they will still continue to go through, usually, they might put them through, they might not, this check and see period. The reason they're doing this is because they want to see if this individual is going to improve with significant medical treatment. Because if they improve with significant medical treatment, you guessed it, they're no longer disabled because they're no longer severely disabled. Okay? So let's talk about that. Car accidents also have a unique aspect to them, which is very, very helpful for establishing the onset date for your alleged severe disability. Okay, so the explanation that I always use when it comes to discovering for disability purposes your alleged onset date, I'll tell people, sometimes it's really easy. Sometimes the day somebody got into a car accident, or they got their arm caught in a winch, or for example, something happened. There was an earthquake, something fell on them. That's really easy. Their alleged onset date was at that day, on that time, you know exactly when it happened. So you can claim right then and there with the car accident victim when their alleged onset date is, and there should be no argument about it. You're good there. However, alleged onset dates can be really difficult or total pain in the butt to establish somebody who hasn't had tons of medical treatment or continuous medical treatment for a mental disorder like depression or anxiety. When did your depression become severe? Oh, that's tricky, That's one of those things where, if you don't have an attorney and you're shooting for depression, then you better go get one. So, otherwise you're going to have some really difficult times. You can go with somebody else or just do it yourself, but you're going to have a tough time. So let's talk about that car accident victim. So another thing that you need to keep in mind is that a lot of car accident victims are traditionally, people who owned a car. They're people who had a job. They were able to afford the insurance. They were able to afford the gas with the car. So, basically this is the type of person who you would look to, do they meet listing requirements? Will they continue to meet listing requirements? And like I said in the very beginning, they usually will hold them back a little bit to see whether or not they will continue to meet step 2 of the 5-step sequential process, which is, will their disability last 12 months? Has it lasted 12 months? Will it be terminal? But since they make this money, to afford the car, to afford the insurance, to afford the gasoline, they probably have a job. And if they probably have a job, you got to look at, okay, well, how skilled was this job? What do they used to do? Because these are all factors that, are important for figuring out, where they stand on the vocational track for a vocational allowance. Now, there's something you need to realize here, which is that they may meet, equal, or exceed a listing right when the accident occurs. They might be blind right when the accident occurs, but they might get their eyesight back. Their spine might be super compressed and problematic and horrible, but 4 surgeries later, they might not be that bad. So that's why I said in the very beginning of this video, remember, are car accident victims more likely to get on disability? Yeah, they're more likely to get on disability, but there's one big it depends, which is how well they'll recover thereafter. All right, that is the super important thing that you need to know about this whole gig. All right. So we're going to be doing other options too, so that you understand basically types of accidents and what they usually mean for disability purposes. That way you've got kind of where you need to shoot your eyes and see what you need to do. All right, my name is Attorney Walter Rudolph Hnot III. I'm with Disability Resolution PA, an Orlando, Orange County-based Social Security disability law firm. If you have a unique question or you want the most up-to-date information, give me a call. Also, if you would like a customized video, we only do general tutorial videos, so if you would like a general tutorial video, shoot me an email or give me a call with the topic you would like me to address. All right? You have an absolutely wonderful day. We'll go from there, and thanks so much. Bye-bye.